Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. Oh god, these things again. I hate them. Right, well, let's get into it. Ancient Japan, without an act, without a clue, without a pizza. God. Yet, that sets the tone, folks. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 is from 1993, it lasts about an hour and 35 minutes. And we are indeed back with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael and Donatello, and this time they are in feudal Japan. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I mean, these nuddies are terrible anyway, this one's really ridiculous, going back in time. Listen, Turtles, I will forgive pretty much anything, because of the amount of happiness they gave me as a kid. You're weird. Let's have a quick look at the posters. Fine. That's rubbish, it's far too dark. Well, I've seen better posters. This is quite dark. It's quite hard to make out what's going on. It's obviously the four turtles on horseback. They're horses. These things must weigh like half a ton each. I don't know. Let's look at the next poster. This is the one I remember. Look how bad their faces look. Right, you can tell it's not the same production values or budget or company as the first movie or even the second movie. Why do they change them every time? I don't know. I know in this movie, it's not the Jim Henson Company who made the Turtles, it's another company, right? And the first and second, they were both Jim Henson Company, right? And they still look different. Yeah, I don't know why they changed them. Anyway, this poster, I like it because of nostalgia. It's just crap. Look at it. It's so cheap. It looks like you made it on Canva. The 3 version. Right. I can see it's not the most amazing, but it's the one I recognise. We'll hope this one of the Blu-ray covers. Absolute rubbish. What a mess. I mean, it's not as bland as the last one, but there's just too much in it this time. Let's talk about the movie, finally. Hi folks, before we go any further, I just want to remind you we do have a Patreon. If you like what we do here, you want to support us, I need new clothes, I need new pants. That's underwear to my American friends. Anyway, all different tiers, you can get access to cool stuff, you can get gifts, or you can just support us for being so good looking. So we open in feudal Japan. I think it's the 17th century, but some things say 1393, some things say 1593, some things say 1793. So this is what it says in the actual movie.
Well, they were wrong.
And we have no idea what's going on. We don't, but we quickly cut to present day, where the turtles are hanging about. They're still in the same place as the second movie. And then April comes along. Yeah, she's going on vacation, so she's like, hey, I'd like you some presents, because I'm going on vacation. That's weird. Well, she's got some presents for them all. She's got Leonardo a pretty expensive looking book on samurai swords, and the others get crap. Well, she says she found Splinter this ancient, it looks like a lamp. Yeah, she doesn't say that.
Kind of a weird antique or something. I think it's Japanese.
Where did she get it? I don't know. But when she's holding it, we suddenly cut back to feudal Japan. A corrupt emperor's noble son is holding the lamp. Suddenly, something happens. April and this guy switch places. Yeah, this is Kenshin. And Kenshin is the Emperor's son. He's like, oh dad, you're such a corrupt idiot. And now he's in 20th century, where mutant turtles dance. We do get a bit of dancing from turtles as soon as we meet them. It's not why I watch Turtles movies, but it's something you have to put up with. Hit fast forward. So April is now in feudal Japan. She's instantly locked up for being a white lady. Well, she is locked up because she's taking the place of the Emperor's son, using what what everyone thinks is witchcraft. So the turtles decide, right, we'll have to go back in time to find out what's going on. So all four of them grab hold of the lamp. Yeah, and it just so happens, this is the biggest plot hole in the movie, just so happens that 4 other samurai warriors grab the lamp as well. Yeah, so when they're holding it, the turtles are all holding it. They zap, the warriors come forward, the turtles go backwards, and they quickly rescue April O'Neil. Yeah, and Casey Jones. Well, not Casey Jones, just a guy who looks exactly like Casey Jones, who's somehow in Japan. Yeah, Casey Jones with short hair. Yeah. Casey Jones is back for this movie. He missed out the second one. Wise Nan. And now he's back in this movie. And Turtles making up for lost time. Before they actually free April, the turtles are separated. Yeah, that's right. 3 of them are all together. Michelangelo goes off on a horse and gets lost, and he gets kidnapped by Riddles. Yeah. So he's kept prisoner by them, and then the turtles, April, and Casey Jones look alike, go to free him, and there's a big battle between our heroes and the rebels, who are actually also the good guys. But there's a big fight where no one actually gets hurt, and then it's like 18, yeah. And then they realise they're on the same side. They get to know the leader of the rebels, Mitsu, and she is, I guess, the girlfriend of Kenshin. She misses him dearly, she wants to know what's going on. So the turtles say, well, we don't really know. that fight between the Riddles and the Turtles is the first bit of action we're getting in the movie. They're ninjas, do ninja stuff. Normally by now in a Turtles movie we've had at least one fight. It drags its feet a bit this time. When April was transported, she jumped into Kenshin's clothes. He jumped into her clothes in the 20th century. Luckily she wasn't in a bikini or anything. No, but she's now cutting the big long trousers that she was wearing so she can feel a bit more free and move more easily. Yeah, the two of the turtles watch her like they're dirts. And they're like, swing! Oh my god.
I'm on vacation.
Right. Oh. Absolutely! Swing!
How to date your movie. Yeah, make a Wayne's World reference. It's probably not the best choice. Anyway, after the big fight, this is when the turtles free Michelangelo, and just at that moment, some bad guys come running in. Yeah, these are like pirates that the lead guy's like a cowboy for some reason. Yeah, I was a bit confused by that. Walker. Yeah. Walker and his men. He is like a cowboy, actually.
See, when I said westerns were dead, what I meant was, well, they're not dead, because I forgot about Clint. You look a lot like Clint.
Anyway, Walker and his men, they burn this village to they plan to burn this village to the ground, and they set fire to a building, and a little boy is trapped inside. Yes, and Michelangelo runs in, saves the little boy, comes out and says, Kurt Russell, eat your heart out. What's that about? Oh, its Backdraft was out a couple of years before this. Another dated reference then. Yeah. Stop doing it. Stop it. Anyway, the little boy dies. Yeah, seriously. Leonardo has to give him knife to knife. And everyone's like, oh, kill that beast. And then the other turtles are like, no, let him do his thing. Let him cook. So they do, and he brings the little boy back. And then the little boy's like, oh, thanks, Michelangelo, for saving me. Not whoever gave me knife to knife. Back in the 20th century, the real Casey Jones that we know is teaching the Japanese warriors all about ice hockey, his favourite game. He shows them on TV, and then he sets them up with hockey sticks, and he says, let's play a game like you saw on TV. Yeah, so they all start punching each other in the face. Bloody ice hockey. A violent sport. So the turtles and April find the lamp. I don't know how it was lost or where it had been, but they find the lamp and they decide, right, let's go back to the future. Great Scott. Right. But Mitsu and the others in the village say Walker and his men are planning to attack in the morning. They're going to come here with guns and kill everyone in the village. Yep. So the turtles are like, right, see you later, good luck with that. They're not. The turtles say, well, we'll stick around and save the day.
Because that's what heroes do.
It all culminates in a big battle. Leonardo fights the Emperor. Leonardo finally uses his swords at last. Doesn't use them to hit anyone. No, he gets the night though. Yeah. The attack is actually brought forward to that night, so Walker and his men attack, the Emperor and his men attack. The Turtles and the Rebels manage to fight them all off. Well, eventually the Emperor is trapped in like a big bell. And then Walker says to the Turtles, right, we're going to shoot you now. Tells his men to shoot the Turtles. And then the Turtles are like, well, if you do that, we're actually evil spirits. And he'll just make the shell, he'll just make the bullets down stack and hit you. So they're all scared. Yeah, idiots, just shoot. Well, Walker says, check this out. And he loads a cannon and fires it straight at the Turtles. Yeah, that they all duck their heads into their shells. And the cannonball hits the dell that the Emperor's in. So the Emperor comes out and his hair's all nasty. He's fine, he's just had a fright, strangely enough, after being struck with a cannonball. Yeah, he comes out. And Michelangelo says, hey look, it's Don King. Oh my god, these references. Walker's men flee. He runs off as well, but he runs off to like the edge of a cliff or like a turret or something. Yeah, I think it's up a turret. Overlooking the sea, overlooking a massive drop to the rocks below. And he's like, right, Turtles, I've got the lamp, which he does. Yeah, he throws that to distract them so he can escape. They catch it, and then the Casey Jones guy, Casey Jones lookalike from the past, he causes Walker to fall to his death. He's just as sadistic as the real Casey Jones, crushing Shredder and all that. Yeah. He's a murderer. Yeah. Well, Walker does indeed fall 100% to his death. Oh God. And then it's time for the Turtles to travel back to the future. So the Great Scott, yeah, so they get the lamp, grab April, and then the lightning starts to happen. Michelangelo says he doesn't want to go. He says he likes it here, he's accepted here, and he thinks Nietzsche fancies him. You freak. Don't be shitted, right? Alright. Well, she's like, no, I want Kenshin back. He promised he would come back. So, bye. See you later, you green-skinned weirdo. Right, okay. They all travel back. The guards travel back to their own time. Not that we see that. Well, we do. We see Kenshin reuniting with Mitsu, and his father begs their forgiveness, the Emperor. So, all's good there. And back in the 20th century, in 1993, the Turtles dance. Well, they do dance, but Michelangelo is really sad. He feels upset that he's had to leave a place he loved, people he loved, and Mitsu, who did not love him. And then, yeah, Splinter makes one joke, and that's it, he's over it. It's as easy as that.
I don't think I'll ever laugh again.
Yo, dude!
Huh? Yo, dude!
And then the Turtles all dance, and that's the end of the movie. My God. What a lot of rubbish. I hate these things. When are we watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 then? There's not a fourth one. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Right. There are modern reboots from Michael Bay. And there are other TV specials like the Christmas one we watched. That's honestly, you've got to watch that. It's so bad. Right. Well, listen. What did you think of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3? I'm a big fan. Like I said, I'll forgive most things these characters do. Obviously, the third one's not half as good as the first one, and the second one's twice as good as the third one, but still not as good as the first one. So figure that out. Hit subscribe below, watch another video. Cowabunga. Did they even say Cowabunga in it? They must have. I don't know.
Nope.